We are quickly approaching the 8 billion mark. 8 billion people on the planet. I've been watching for a few days, and I just felt the need to record the moment that the 8 billionth person, approximate 8 billionth person was born. So it's a milestone. Never happened before. I think it was 2010 to 12 when we hit 7 billion people. So now we are at, I'm about to sneeze. Maybe. There it is. I made the dog jump. We're at 7,999,998,210-ish people on the planet. I've noticed the births tend to be double the amount of deaths. Every day, I've noticed that. It's weird how that works, but that equals a growth in a total growth population. I think about the people too, the births. There's all those first cries and happy, exhausted moms and excited families around each little sweetheart that's born. It's amazing. 42,000 and something brand new babies today. Yeah. And it's only 2:47 a.m. On the flip side, there's the death. Lots of broken hearts today. Grieving families, communities, legacies left behind. People who, had led wonderful lives, I'm gonna assume. Everybody has touched somebody, I'm sure. So we have approximate population growth so far of over 21,000 people. And I don't usually get into numbers and stuff, but I feel like in touch with my inner nerd when it comes to this kind of thing. I'm like, oh neat, I have to record this. And I read somewhere that it was estimated that we would hit 8 billion people today, November 15th. And I don't know how they know that, but looks like they were right. Unless we suddenly have a big population drop. So we're getting super close. I wonder if I could pause this. I need to blow my nose. Yes. What? Oh, it did not pause. I'm sorry. Oh well. I feel better now. It's proof I had to blow my nose. You heard I did it. Uh, yeah, okay. Anyway, look how fast we're getting to all nines across. And when that happens, I'll have 8 and a bunch of zeros. That's how counting goes, guys. You get all the way to the top and go back to 0. But at the same time, the very first number goes higher. Yep. Now, how do they know all this? I'm guessing documentations, computer entries. Somebody's got to put in the information of the births and the deaths. I wonder, it's possible there are some places that don't have computer access to put the information into a big database, but this is pretty spot on if we think about how computers work. So their records would be local, like to their hospitals, whatnot, and then those would report to the ultimate computer, I guess. And we have the grand total of this. Almost gonna hit another 9 in a row. And then we'll be 1,000 people away. Yep. I've been watching this since there were 3 9s after the 7. Now there are 6 9s after the 7. And we're getting pretty close. When you think about this huge number, and we are 1,000 people away. I turned my fan down too, so hopefully it's not loud like usual. It usually sounds like I'm in an airport. That's got to be aggravating. It's really louder on camera than what I'm hearing. Sometimes I listen to my videos or my recordings and I'm like, oh my word, that fan is loud. But if I turn it off, I get a feeling hot immediately almost. Even if it's winter. It's not winter inside. And I don't want the heat down too much because I have small animals. I don't want them to become birdsickles or, whatnot. So, and then I have my little dog and my brand new kitten. My kitten is about 3 months old now. But he's itty bitty. Only 3 pounds. So, yeah, he can't have it too cold. Another milestone, a week ago, my baby turned 18 years old. Oh my goodness. Now I don't have any minor children with me. Or anywhere. Only adult children. That's a milestone for me too, I guess. I completely raised a child. I know people do it all the time, but this is my first time. even though I do have two children. The older one, I let his grandparents, his dad's parents, adopt him. Ultimately, not right away, but within a couple of years, 3 years. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. Within 3 years, I had run out of money to care for him properly. Can't raise the child just that much. So I let him go stay with his grandparents. They had ended up adopting him. He's 21 now. Oh my word. I just randomly get the hiccups. What helps me when I get hiccups is I drink something while I am plugging one ear. It's weird. It works. It stabilizes the spasm that the diaphragm under the lungs is doing when you get the hiccups. Or hiccups in that case. Ouch. And they get louder and more persistent. So I'm heading to the kitchen now. Take care of these annoying things. There, no fan. Not hearing a fan at all now. Oh, I hope I don't run out of space right when this hits. I'll be so irritated. Hiccup. Got my filtered water coming out of my kitchen tap. I'm squeaking. Alright, I'm about to take a drink while plugging one ear. Alright. Yep, it worked. Cool. Oh man, just a couple hundred away from 8 billion. From 8 billion. You would think we would be standing shoulder to shoulder at this point. That's a lot of people. But it's a pretty big world, so. Turn off the lights. Save some money. I'm allergic to mornings. That's what I always say. Oh, my dog took my spot. That's what I'm here for, Scruffy, to keep you warm with my spot on my bed. Get up and move, and he scoots over where I was laying. It's like preheated bed. Oh. He's handy to have around when I'm in a deep, deep sleep. He starts licking my arm until I wake up, my arm in my hand. I think he maybe senses that I'm in too deep of a sleep. So, okay, here we go. It's coming up fast. Yes, I rubbed a belly. Always rubbed a belly. Gonna hit 8 billion people. 8 billion in just a few seconds. Watch that 7. Yeah! There it is. There it is. And I did not miss it. Exactly 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The 8 billionth person on the planet was documented, put in the computer, and we just hit a milestone at exactly 3 o'clock. Oh, how about that? I was afraid I would miss it because I was sleeping. Yeah, I usually am sleeping at this time of morning, but the Lord woke me up and said, Jessica, you're about to need to record this like you were wanting to do. So, I am. Thank you, Lord. So, happy birthday to baby number 8 billion. And in case documentation of the record ever being hit ever needed to be figured out, they could look at my video. More likely nobody cares, but about little Jesse's video. But never know, maybe it could come in handy. Help them pinpoint when and maybe where this and who was the 8 billionth person. So, goodness gracious. I guess that's all. So, I'm pretty stoked. It's my inner nerd. And the hiccups indeed did stay gone, so it was another miracle. Okay, I'm going back to bed. Good night.